Yesterday, the Attorney General of the United States, William Barr, announced that he would delay certifying the presidential election until more of the cases had been heard and a Department of Justice inquiry had been made. So, what does that mean? What is happening? I'm Jonathan Devine, and this is a Scrutiny Quick Hit. November 9th, 7 days after Election Day, the Biden campaign, as well as the media, including Fox News, have declared a Biden-Harris ticket victory. Republicans are split on moving on or continuing the fight. While conspiracies and hyperbole abound, we're not concerned about any of that. We want to know the mechanics of what's at play here. Anyway it shakes out, this is a close election. As it stands today, presumed President-elect Biden stands at 279 to 290 electoral votes, depending on whose count you go with. But as we saw in the 2000 election, winning is winning, no matter how close it is. But we'll go back to the year 2000 election later. You see, this is assuming that Biden can keep all of those electoral votes. The Trump campaign is alleging massive voter fraud in several states. But what exactly are they claiming, and what are the chances of them being successful, and will it have enough impact to push Biden back below that 270 mark? Trump has filed legal challenges in 4 states: Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. A 5th state, Wisconsin, is being challenged via recount, but as far as I'm aware, there's no suit actually filed yet. For Trump to actually flip the election results in his favor, he needs to win not less than 3 of those states. That's theoretically possible, but truly a long shot given that history does tend to favor the initial election results. But the election in some of those key states is extremely close, and in those cases, election integrity matters more than ever, and election fraud, even in small amounts, can have a big impact. Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania are split by less than 1%. This slim margin falls within the margin of error for the voting methods themselves, an uncomfortable truth that Scrutiny will detail in future videos. If a recount or a legal challenge can invalidate even a small number of ballots in those states, Trump would have his needed 3 states. But again, this is a difficult challenge to surmount in any single state, much less 3 or more. In Georgia, the Trump campaign is alleging that a poll watcher witnessed a stack of late ballots being shuffled into a stack of on-time ballots. A judge has thrown out the suit for lack of evidence. This raises a question as what qualifies as evidence. If the testimony of a poll watcher can't even trigger further scrutiny, what is the system of accountability? Is there any? Why do we have poll watchers? In Michigan, a suit was filed claiming that a poll watcher was denied access and asking for a complete recount with the watcher present. This suit was also thrown out. In Nevada, there is an ongoing suit alleging that tens of thousands of invalid ballots were mailed out in the first place. There are also complaints about observer access. Pennsylvania, the Trump administration has filed 5 lawsuits ranging from a decision to allow mail-in ballots to count up to November 6th to issues with allowing adjustments of ballots after they were cast. Those remain ongoing. With Georgia and Michigan seemingly out of the picture, the Trump campaign seems to be running light on options. While a decisive legal win in multiple states could in theory turn the election back in his favor, or at least cast a doubt on Biden's sure victory, a lot of things would have to go just right for him, and that's simply unlikely. Attorney General Barr is using the Justice Department to look into the matter before certifying the election for Biden. It'll be interesting to see what, if anything, they find. And before the left accuses the Trump appointee of being biased, remember, even rats know when to flee from a sinking ship. While many on the right are crying foul about the vote, which looks like being a bad loser, the left is saying they should just move on. But the left has the result they want, and their disinterest in voting integrity at this moment, particularly since they never really accepted the results of 2016, makes them look like poor winners. Is this the 2000 election all over again? Not quite. The 2000 Bush versus Gore election boiled down to 537 votes in one state, Florida, with its precious 29 electoral votes determining the winner. This election's actions span several states, each with a spread of tens of thousands. Short of clear evidence of massive fraud over multiple states, it's not looking like the result will shift.